I'm up in Hockinson today at our addition project that we have going here, and we're going to do a quick walkthrough and show some of the design details and a recap of where we've come so far and what we're projecting to happen here over the next month. This space originally, in the original home, was a formal dining room and a sitting room. What we ended up doing is taking out a doorway, kind of a dropped beam that ran through the ceiling here and recentered all the lighting in the room so we could make one long, real linear dining room. We also replaced the single small window on the back wall and the two windows on this wall with these 8 really tall, 6 foot is what we've got here, 6 foot tall windows to bring in way more natural light into this space. So there's going to be a really long dining table here for family events and that kind of thing. And this space has so much natural light now that it really changes the way these 2 rooms used to be, and really kind of creates a really long dining hall here. Through the butler's pantry, which is coming in, I think on Thursday. Yes, Thursday we've got quartzite coming in here. There's a kind of a breakfast bar there, and on the other side there will be a beverage bar. And that's right in between the kitchen and dining space there. And then as we come into the kitchen, we've got a extensive, very custom set of cabinetry here. We worked with Sandquist cabinetry out of Longview on this, and we're really happy with the product we got here. This is a completely custom set of cabinetry that Jeff came up with for us. All the detailing on it is kind of his brainchild. Really thrilled with how this is all turning out. So it's got the custom hood, the reeded glass in the uppers. That's all going to be backlit when we are done here, and then an underlit recess for lighting on the countertops as well. One other quick note, I just flipped through our project binder here, and I was curious to see what we had projected. Our last day on this project, when we kicked it off on January 3rd, was projected to be July 1st. And I just talked to Shane, our project manager, and we should be beating that by a couple of days. That's always one of the questions I get when we're developing these projects is, like we understand stuff happens, but people always want to know, like, are you going to hit the schedule? Short answer is, luckily, yes. The vast majority of the time, we can really project these things very accurately. We look out into the future quite a ways and identify dates like cabinetry, countertops, and really lock them down so that that schedule can't slide and add months or weeks onto the schedule. The only thing that really adjusts that ever is when we have change orders and that kind of stuff. If we're adding work into the scope, that can bump that schedule out a bit, because often we're dealing with a lack of ability for or a lack of availability for materials and that kind of thing. But when we stick with the original scope of work, we're able to hit those schedules pretty tightly in these projects. One other thing here, where I'm standing right here, used to be the corner, the exterior corner of this house. So everything you see behind me, this space and this space was all added with this project. So this was the corner of the living room. The old fireplace sat here in the corner, and we had the kitchen and a dining room. So we've really reorganized how this space functions, and really it's changed it drastically. So today, finished carpenters are out here. We are putting the millwork in place. We've got the mantle and all of the wraps for the doors and windows. That's going in. We've got about a month here left, and so stay tuned for a final walkthrough and a reveal on this project when we wrap this up in late June.